Welcome to my video on affiliate marketing for beginners, list building, where we're going to talk about some practical ways you can build a list. And you may recall in the last video where we were discussing email marketing, we talked about how important having a good list of emails and names is to your overall success, particularly as an affiliate marketing professional. Your list can generate from $1 to $10 a month with proper execution. So there's many ways to build a list. I'm going to share just simply 3 with you. But in a moment, I'll share also an article about list building that I think you'll find really valuable and probably one of the most widely read articles ever around this topic. But before we start building the list, one thing that's particularly important and you need to determine is who your audience is. And there was an earlier video that I did on the 3 simple steps. If you want to focus in on that roadmap for defining who your customer is, that might be helpful, and I'll put a link down below. The first one is simple social media posting. This is the lowest hanging fruit, and it doesn't really cost you anything. So this can be videos or pictures, both work well. So I don't have a preference for one over the other, and I haven't heard any definitive data that would say one is better than the other. The more posts you do, obviously the more subscribers you're going to get. You don't have to do anything real fancy. We just use Canva, and you can see here a lot of the posts that we've created. But as I mentioned, when you create a post, and this is an Instagram template, and by posting to Instagram, it'll automatically post to Facebook. So that saves you some time. And you want to make the domain name, for example, in this case, we were giving away a free course. They could opt in for a 5-step course on how to make money online. We also gave away Jason Fladlin's book, One to Many, and this is the simple domain that we created so they could opt in and download that book. But again, it is very simple to use Canva. You can choose whatever type of template that you need, for example, Instagram, and then you're going to get lots of templates and examples here that you can use and modify to fit your needs. There are several different types of posts that you can use. There's this type of post, which is a connection post that creates an emotional bond of some type. This can be a quote or something encouraging or anything that creates that bond. There are offer quotes, which are going to lead someone to your opt-in page. And I showed you that before. And then there's sort of a how-to type of post where you're going to offer something, you're offering some assistance to someone. In this case, we just explained this further in the copy, but the course that we were getting them to opt in for was a 5-step course video series on how to make money online. So we created a simple domain that would take them to the opt-in page. The second option and most effective for us is YouTube videos. Assuming you have an established channel, you can rank for product videos using tutorials and product comparisons and other educationally based videos. There's a very specific way to do this, and it's quite detailed, but it is extremely effective. You can get a feel for how this works with our free 10-day course, but you will have to follow a well-defined and proven process to make it work. I'll include the link below. This is really a great way to build a list and offer tons of value to your subscribers. And if you don't even have to show your face on video if you don't want to. You can also use paid advertising to generate leads. You can run ads on Facebook, Instagram, Google, YouTube, or any place and just drive people to a lead magnet of some sort on a landing page. You need to give them something free that's valuable enough for them to give you their name and email. How much you're willing to pay for the lead is the key here. You just need to have an idea of the lifetime value of someone on your list to determine if it's affordable. You might need to experiment a little bit with a low budget to see what the cost per lead is and compare that to the customer's lifetime value estimates that you have, and just see if it's affordable. Keep in mind that the email follow-up sequence you put them into is the only way you can justify paying for lead ads. We recommend you feed them into at least a 7-email sequence tied to some sort of affiliate offer of at least $100 or more. Depending on your offer and how much you make, you can drive them to some sort of nurture sequence, as it's called, that builds trust so they're comfortable buying from you and being part of your tribe or your fan base, whatever you want to call your list. You might even drive them to a webinar for higher priced offers where someone else is doing the selling for you, but you still get the commission. These are just a few simple ways for you to build your fan base or followers. I'll put the link to the article that I mentioned earlier in the description below so you can take a look at Kevin Kelly's article, 1,000 True Fans. You can actually just Google it if you want to, and it'll come up. It's a great article, and if you haven't read it, I would recommend it. It's ties in very closely to what we've been talking about. Make sure to watch my next video on affiliate marketing for beginners, step-by-step, sort of A to Z, if you will. I think you'll find that valuable. And if you like the content on this channel, please subscribe below. And of course, leave me any comments that you feel are appropriate.